Good morning. My virtual morning greetings to everyone. And of course, allow me to recognize our officials in attendance, both physically and virtually. Our Regional Director, Dr. Salustiano Jimenez. Our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Cristito Ico. Our Assistant Schools Division Superintendents, Dr. Marina Salamanca and Dr. Casiana Caberti. SGOD Chief Dr. Dere De Lejero, YC CID Chief Dr. Carmila Restificar, Education Program Supervisors, Public Schools District Supervisors, our section heads led by our Administrative Officer 5, Mr. Fermin Albutra, all our principals, teachers, non-teaching personnel, and most especially to all our awardees in this Salodo 2020. Well, perhaps many of you will be asking for some questions, like for instance, why it is called Salodo 2020? Why not Pasidungog? And why Salodo 2020 but it is done in 2021? And why is it that the superintendent is not attending physically? I have to answer first the last one. Why I am not attending physically? Well, I think sometime in the January 15, I arrived from Cebu. But I have to follow the health and safety protocol. And that is to undergo isolation. So I was out after 10 days. I was out in an isolation facilities. But the certification I received is I have to complete the 14-day plus 7 days. And so that is why if we will count it, it will be a total of 21 days. I am done with 10 days in the isolation facilities. And I am now on the 3rd day of my home quarantine. And so therefore, if we will count, I still have to have another 8 days to complete the 21 days isolation. I have to do this. I have to show to our stakeholders that DepEd people can follow rules and regulations, because we have a great role, especially that we are educators, we are role models. And so therefore I am enjoining everyone that let us be observant and let us be obedient to all the rules and regulations that are existing, especially that, again, as I said, we are educators, people are looking at us, and we should show to them that we have that moral ascendancy, that we are giving the correct signals, that our learners must do the same, because our people, we, the teachers, are showcasing that being a good follower. On the other hand, why it is done in January, not in December? Well, sometime in November, Dr. Marina Salamanca, our praise chairman. Praise means Program on Awards and Incentives for Service Excellence. Our chairman for calendar year 2020 approached me sometime in November and asked and told me that we will have it on a later part, 3rd or 4th week of December. But I told Dr. Salamanca that perhaps I cannot join physically because I am scheduled to visit my family. And Mama Marina told me we will postpone it on a later date. But I insisted. I told her all programs and activities of DepEd Bohol must continue despite my absence, because I believe that the delivery of services of DepEd Bohol shall not be hampered because the SDS is not around. But you know, as they say, God rides straight in a crooked line. So despite that instruction that it will continue, it was not done because, again, God rides straight in a crooked line. Sometime in the later part of November, our governor issued an executive order suspending temporarily the face-to-face activities, and so that activity in December was postponed, and it is the reason why it is done now. So even if we have a lot of plans, but if God will not allow, then definitely it will not materialize. So at the end of the day, we have to think that we are all planners, but the master planner is our Almighty God. And on the other question is why it is now Saludo. In the previous years, it is called Pasidungog. Well, I told the group, especially Mama Rina, as the chair, that perhaps we have to change the name to give distinction and to give it as if it is a brand for Dipit Bohol. Still, it is in compliance with Pasidungog. Still, it is a Pasidungog. But we have to have our own name. And so that's why the group came up with the term Saludo. So Saludo is a way of recognizing, is a way of saying it's a Pasidungog to our people. And in Dipit Bohol, we have two sets of Saludo Award or Pasidungog Award. The first one is an award on exemplary performance for the year. That's why we have sets of awards on like most outstanding principal, most outstanding teachers, most outstanding PSDS, etc. And on the second one is on the length of service, and that is why we call it a service award. So we have 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 35, 40 years and above. So for 10 years, we will be giving that a bronze service pin. For 15, a bronze service medal. For 20, a silver service pin. 25, silver service medal. 30, gold service pin. 35, gold service medal. And 40 and above will be gold service ring. Again, all this is not just for compliance, but basically because in Dipit Bohol, as they say and as we say, we care for all, and so we have to look for ways and means that we can recognize our people. It is not enough that we keep on telling them do this and do that, but at the end of the day, what are the things also that we are doing to recognize them? Because as the program says of the Civil Service Commission, praise and program on awards and incentives for service excellence. So if we will be doing this, we are expecting that there will be excellence in public service. And so to add spice to our celebration, to our saludo, I decided that the initiative of our regional director, Sal Jimenez, will be also adopted, because last regional Pasidungog, we had that director's award, and so I decided that we have also superintendent's award. What is this superintendent's award? These are awards that cannot be put in a certain category, meaning these are exemplary performance that run across the different sectors or the different functions or sections, and this might be changed in or as we go along year after year. This might be changed, or the people cannot be categorized into a certain group. So that is why we, or again our office has decided that to add up spice, to give more suspense, to give more or to inspire more our people to do more, because they might be recognized in a special way, in a category that cannot be put into a certain category, but it the performance runs across the different sections, systems, or processes of our office, DepEd Bohol. And so, my dear co-workers in DepEd Bohol, especially the awardees this morning, allowed me to read this story. Hopefully, this story will motivate us, will inspire us, and will guide us as we move forward in serving DepEd Bohol despite this pandemic. This is entitled A King's Painting, and allow me to read. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom. The king there only had one leg and one eye, but he was very intelligent and kind. Everyone in his kingdom lived a happy and a healthy life because of their king. One day the king was walking through the palace hallway and saw the portraits of his ancestors. He thought that one day his children will walk in the same hallway and remember all the ancestors through these portraits. But the king did not have his portrait painted. Due to his physical disabilities, he wasn't sure how his painting would turn out. So he invited many famous painters from his and other kingdoms to the court. The king then announced that he wants a beautiful portrait made of himself to be placed in the palace. Any painter who can carry out this should come forward. He will be rewarded based on how the painting turns out. All of the painters began to think that the king only has one leg and one eye. How can his picture be made very beautiful? It is not possible, and if the picture does not turn out to look beautiful, then the king will get angry and punish them. So one by one, all started to make excuses and politely declined to make a painting of the king. But suddenly, one painter raised his hand and said that I will make a very beautiful portrait of you, which you will surely like. The king became happy hearing that, and other painters got curious. The king gave him the permission, and the painter started drawing the portrait. He then filled the drawing with paints. Finally, after taking a long time, he said that the portrait was ready. Excuse me. All of the courtiers, other painters were curious and nervous, thinking, how can the painter make the king's portrait beautiful? Because the king is physically disabled. What if the king didn't like the painting and gets angry? But when the painter presented the portrait, everyone in the court, including the king, left stunned. The painter made a portrait in which the king was sitting on the horse, on the one-leg side, holding his bow and aiming the arrow with one eye closed. The king was very pleased to see that the painter has made a beautiful portrait by cleverly hiding the king's disabilities. The king gave him a great reward. My dear co-workers in the Department of Education Division of Bohol, we should always think positive of others and ignore their deficiencies. We should learn to focus on the good things instead of trying to hide weaknesses. With this Saludo 2020, we should be happy seeing that our co-workers are receiving awards. We should not make some excuses. We should not make any statements that will show that we are not happy with their awards, because at the end of the day, they are our co-workers. They are there serving for our government. They are serving for David Bohol. So for all of us, if we are not awarded for this year, still we should be happy for those who are receiving awards, because uh, anytime, maybe next year or 2 years from now or 3 years from now, you'll be also receiving your award, is especially on the Service Excellence Award. So with that, as your father in David Bohol, it is always our pleasure to look for ways and means to give due recognition to all those who are deserving to be given recognition. Because again, it is not enough that we will call your attention to do this and to do that, but we should also call your attention because you were able to deliver something that will be good for the Department of Education and something that we must be proud of. In closing, allow me to end by sharing a very short story again, and this is entitled Most Important Question. This is a story about a nursing student wherein during his second month in the nursing school, his professor gave them a pop quiz. The question, or in that case, that nursing student is quite conscientious and breezed through the questions until he read the last one. The last question goes this way: what is the first name of the woman who cleans the school? Surely this was some kind of joke. He had seen the cleaning woman several times. The cleaning woman was tall, dark-haired, and in her 50s. But how would he know this woman or her name? So he handed his paper, leaving the last question blank. Before the class ended, he asked if the last question would count toward their quiz grade, and the professor answered absolutely. And the professor continued, in your careers, you will meet many people. All are significant. They deserve your attention and care. Even all you do is smile and say hello. To all of you, I believe and we believe that all of us deserves attention, deserves care, and by just simply smiling and saying hello, we can do that. Because in David Bohol, we care for all. Behold Bohol, solong edukalidad para sa bata, para sa bayan. Good morning.